Akwaba, once again, it's your boy Chris, and you're welcome to another exciting episode of The Bros. Today, I'm here with my friends, with my buddies, with my girl here. We're about to have a very dope discussion at the same time, very, very important discussion on the show today. But before we go on, I'll let my family, my friends, my colleagues here introduce themselves.
Okay, I'm Elizabeth. You can call me Monty.
Okay, Elizabeth, when you introduce yourself, you tell us what you do so that when I want the they will not say you did.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm a gym influencer, also a nurse too.
okay, awesome. Nice to meet you, my bro.
Oh, okay, I'm Holics and I'm a content creator, a comedian, and an actor. Yeah, a song
Someone is gonna
promoter.
be in the moon and Mahono media and so Mahono on 10 times.
Sure.
Bro, let's go.
Yeah, I be J. I mean, me, I do online, active, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle.
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Charlie, we are out here. We're young people that we are trying to basically make our way through life. And we believe that, and as I believe that, with this purpose of this podcast that we're doing, we are trying to at least base our opinions and our experiences that we've had. We want to use that to also address certain issues that we see or is very prevalent in our societies today, especially to the young people and the young adults, right?
Yeah.
I believe one thing that oh, lately is been quite predominant is the use of hard drugs among the youth of today, among the youth of today,
Yeah.
right? Right now, it comes to like the lifestyle safe.
I mean,
So, I the one make we dive into the nitty-gritties of the whole sense.
Really
With the
bad.
back,
Really
make we
bad.
try and at least see if say you go feel find some of the root causes it dey inside.
Alright.
Some of the things, whether even if it be positive for the youth these days or it be negative for the youth these days, right?
Yeah.
Because Obia want a justification as to how, what, and why they use the drugs that they use, right?
Yeah.
So I want us to dive into those things. Make we elaborate, make we open and make one our audience who are watching to also see and also take some advices and take some cautions and all that. So before we go on, I would like to ask you, Holics, what are some of what do you think about the drug use and the drug abuse currently in Ghana among the youth?
Oh, right now it's getting out of hand. And at first, you go figure it be only boys, but now the girls say
Just
they
so for them.
do more pass.
Dey inside.
The way
Bro.
the girls they do say they bust
Bro.
brains. Me, I not get issue plus anybody where they do that.
Yeah.
Everybody get a reason why they do that.
For
But
sure,
like,
for sure.
the rate at which this time they go on, it no be no
Hard,
Charlie.
hard.
Way now people know they hide them.
Exactly my
if they
point.
do one, then they hide them, then
Eh.
they sneak, do one, then things. But right now they eat Charlie. If they somebody in snap, you go see
And yes, you.
Charlie, you go feel watch the thing, and they be like,
Just run this
But I mean, I not get issue
Oh,
plus.
of
Me, I
course,
get a
of
lot
course.
of friends
Yeah.
where you see,
But
you
making
know
no
the-
sell out.
no, I'm not gonna feel mention anyone. Thing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You see, I just the correct talk say in my content safe sometimes I dey portray them
Yeah,
things, but you know
yeah.
the mean say
You did
I dey
do
support or I dey do. I mean, I
Yeah.
know the smoke. Anyone we
True,
know me.
true.
Smoking no be the only drug.
But you see,
They get lot-
exactly.
Yes.
That be what now they come in.
Yeah.
At the come in. So I
Smoking
think
is
say
the only.
as time goes on, we'll be able to also categorize the kind of drugs that we think say it's been abused, that it affects people most of the
Yeah,
time, right?
yeah,
The one
yeah.
that can get into junkiness.
Mm.
Red. So name red.
Red.
All right. But I want to take your mind as well.
Okay,
Easy.
so I think the last time I was on TikTok and a very young girl, like around I think 15, 16, she was just holding a pill and she was like, "Nah, say my sister almost won him red, but won him rough." I'm like, are you
It rough
serious?
also.
What is rough?
Yeah.
So now it's getting out of hand. I think peer pressure, the use of social media, partly like unimraf,
Unimraf,
yeah,
what
papa
catches
check
Unimraf?
social media, say rap say yeah thing.
It's almost sure.
It will be
You get
or
it.
kicking.
Almost
Kicking about rap.
What you say?
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. That's awesome, Jay. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I think drug use, yeah. I don't have a problem with anybody using drugs, but the abuse be the problem. Because in any way you could hide it and be using it, right? But once you abuse them, like you go out of board. Abusing drug be actually very bad. You understand? Yeah.
Okay.
So when you say abuse, like
So
Like
excess,
use-
excess use of
Saying
it.
the
Because
obvious
you can't
excessive
you
use
can't
of
tell
it.
somebody not to use herbs or like that one there, get control over.
Because
But the abuse, you abuse them, that be where sometimes the problem will come. Because in any case, plenty people they hide, plenty people they use their drugs and everything. But it be because we they abuse them, that be why we they see them like they on our socials and things.
Because
You
me
understand?
if I should be talk right now, it casts my mind back to JHS, SHS time,
Mm,
where we they do social studies, then environmental science.
yeah.
We they never talk any topic we treat about drug. It be drug abuse. Not the talk say make you no use drugs.
You understand?
It be the abuse of it.
Because
But
in any
we
case,
are-
every drug self gets used.
Eh, because even people who abuse paracetamol.
yeah,
Right.
that's the
For
point I was
certain
about to
cases.
say. We
Yeah.
are missing that
Pain
point.
Yeah,
meds
that's
and all
right.
those things.
Sleeping tabs and all that.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I think we also need to be able to differentiate between the two.
But in any
right?
case, we have seen no to
Because-
drugs as well.
But I feel, but you see, you know one thing, the drug abuse we learned in school
Mhm.
is like, someone smoking normally,
Mhm.
no, he or she is still abusing the drug.
Yeah.
You see, so it's not because they didn't say we shouldn't learn drug. So drug is they said drug abuse. So
Yes,
you
I
doing
drug
it
abuse by the
small.
drug will take
You
am.
doing it small self, you're abusing
You
it
abuse
because
am.
Okay,
the reason why they
Mhm.
did it, that's not what you are
You
using
are
it
using
for.
it for.
Exactly.
well,
So-
anyway, yeah.
So even if you smoke maybe once a week, right, you're still abusing
You
it.
are abusing it.
Yeah.
Because that's right. You're not using for
But
experiment.
why are we
Yeah.
concentrating on smoking?
No,
alone?
no,
Oh, no,
I'm
that
just
is-
I'm just
yeah.
giving that.
That's
Me,
not-
no. See,
But smoking is not really.
drug. I know.
But you know, when you take the cigar like this,
Yeah.
so you smoking kills.
Kills.
Yeah.
What you take
You
about
get
But if you buy the
So-
225, they don't write drinking
Yeah,
it
what
or
you
taking
do?
it kills.
Me, I learned those things and they don't sell it in the pharmacy.
Then 225.
Yeah.
Oh, but why you
Oh.
figure we they get them?
It's the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Now they are using.
Yeah,
concentrates
it
and
be
all
so-
that.
Oh
right
no,
now,
why you
exact
figure?
people that
Okay,
they-
sorry. Why you figure then they get them? They put in the use and
No,
they get them.
you know say
As I use
you
weed,
know
somebody,
say weed,
yeah.
they not they sell for pharmacy,
Then
but
they sell
boys
for-
get.
but boys get.
Then
Yes.
they sell for
So
But
that
you
pharmacy.
one
see,
they
there are also
drag them.
elements of marijuana on certain drugs where people will find their way to combine to
Mhm.
that
That be the
concoction.
thing. So it be the
Exactly.
accessibility. Once it be accessible, that be when we they get used.
It's
Get
true.
them.
So who they
But
sell them?
with the even with the
That be the
accessibility, even with the accessibility,
Yeah.
right? Somebody will go take cough syrup,
Mm.
go mix some with some pill,
Sprite,
go
yeah.
make, and these are all like drugs that are for like an everyday
Yeah,
use for
Yeah.
you
they
know
are
So
for
you
other
painkillers
purposes.
think
Yeah.
of
Exactly.
the person abusing it.
That's the
We
thing.
better cough syrup. Cough syrup, you don't need a prescription.
A
Yeah, but
prescription.
Oshe me and Baba talk cough syrup now. Oshe
Yes.
back on original.
Original
No,
so
say
talk
no.
cough syrup.
Yeah, the
So
fire
say-
aroma.
On board.
So it be
So you see-
accessible. Musu.
Muka.
Pharmacy,
Musu-
pharmacy, we don't judge.
We listen.
Bro,
We listen.
but sometimes to an extent
We
you for
don't
judge
judge.
because if you look at the personality and you see that the person will go abuse her, in any case you should try to protect him.
Okay, what if the person is buying for someone at home?
And now check killer pan,
Eh,
now
no,
check
if
killer
your-
anima.
Your friend will feel say
But
name you
what's
have
the
been
phone?
born.
Killer anima, go say killer.
Yeah.
No, see, you
But as
shouldn't
he
judge
was saying,
by
he
looks.
was saying in school social studies and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's not forget alcohol.
That's
Alcohol
the
too.
thing.
It's a serious one. It's the killer bubble.
But I mean, yeah, the best, yeah, the best
Yeah,
225, yeah, the best
I learned
trauma.
alcohol
But
to be
alcohol is
serious.
actually like,
Some time
It's actually
ago,
there.
Especially your liver kills faster.
Wow.
Alcohol.
We are quite fortunate that we are also
There's a
so you
nurse
can,
in
you can
there.
educate
You are
us
learning.
yeah.
on a lot of things. All right, so I think when we were initially you made a comment concerning the fact that peer pressure and social media contributes there. Bro, right now, no, everybody they picking phone now. It be Instagram, it be TikTok, it be Twitter, it be Snapchat. Then they go to. We exposed a lot.
Yeah.
I don't make we dive in. What do you think, or why do you think is a cause? Like, how do you think social media play their role, and also in terms of peer pressure too? How does they? what are their roles in this
Yeah.
drug abuse thing?
Okay, so imagine I'm a fan of Burna Boy or Shatawale.
Yeah.
Now they don't hide it in their music videos. They are smoking. They are doing stuff. Like this thing I said, this child I saw on TikTok, Raf. Like I never
Raf,
knew what is red. All I saw was a bottle
never
with
did
something
Raf.
red. Like that was just what. You get it?
Yeah.
Our mentors, our influencers, they are making it look as if it's normal.
Yeah.
But if we dive in, it's not normal. These are not the things we are supposed to teach this generation coming on.
Yeah.
We should educate them on better things, not drugs. Weed is a drug.
Yeah,
as we
it
said.
is.
Yes, now kids are
They
doing
cure
it.
depression, yeah.
Hey,
We have a medicinal prescription of weed.
so weed cures depression.
It
Yeah,
helps
but
anxiety.
if
and
you
It does
read
not
about,
cure depression.
no, like I
If
mean,
you
read about
it's
them, actually
prescribed,
does.
not cure.
We get something
It
to
does
cure
not kill
the
depression. It
depression.
makes you feel happy.
Better.
Happy.
so in
Like,
any way, you're
Yes,
killing
well,
it at the point.
So when they
It makes
weed,
you feel
Point.
better.
You come back to that.
It's
again.
so if you
it's
go back, then you cannot go take out.
That's why.
that's where the abuse
The
come.
problem comes in.
So-
Because
I'm
one person
coming.
better take you with this. So
Exactly. But the problem too, go. So why are you for clear?
That be the truth. Your depression day. You for clear, I mean.
you not to do anything about that.
But you
You
see-
for work on yourself.
But don't you
not
think
do-
sometimes we are talking about Musi right now, right?
Mm.
Mhm.
You're talking about what?
Musi. Specifically. But don't you think sometimes it's a better option than allowing the whatever that you're going through to go on?
It's
Because
true.
if you do not feel better,
Mhm.
you can end up, committing suicide.
You will still come back to the problem.
Yes.
But so if you come back, walk about
Okay,
what-
so
I
make a-
have
make
a
a
life
say.
experience. Let me. So
Okay.
my last relationship, it was crazy. So before I left that
Well, yeah,
relationship,
local relationship.
Yeah, that's
my ex taught me how to take this cake, the
Brownies,
brownies.
Yeah, the brownies.
So
Full
what was
guy
this one?
man, oh.
We
But
didn't want this. I break it up.
Brownies.
Full guy man.
Yes, yo.
So we didn't.
Okay, lazy na there. Okay,
I break
lazy
it up.
na
I'm
there.
like, the pain was too much. I'm like, oh, then let me get the brownies. And I got the brownies. You just take it. You sleep. You don't have the time to come and overthink. And but it got to a time like, no, for how long are you going to do this? The problem is there.
Yeah.
You're still going to. Why don't you go through that emotional how do I put
Trauma.
it? Emotional
Period.
strategy, denial, all the stage. Go through the stages quietly and just move on. You won't come back to the problem.
Simple.
Yeah, they hope that this is going to take this away. It's not going to take it away. You will come back to the problem. It's just for a particular time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
That's
But
what I'm
I
saying.
also know that that's what I was relating in my initial submission.
Yeah.
Doctors prescribe certain drugs to people, right?
Trauma door.
No, not even tramadol. Yeah, I mean, we are still on the weed matter. We are still on the marijuana matter.
Yeah.
There are people who have doctors' advice or doctors' prescription. That's what they call
To use
medicinal
weed?
use of weed.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and most of the time it's for anxiety, it's for depression, and these people
Wow.
are kind like chronic users.
Yeah. Of the
Right.
weed? Yeah.
So
They allow them to be chronic users
there should be
It's
in
not
the-
because
this one,
It's not. I'm here to defend. It's not
psychiatric
true.
hospital.
not the psychiatric
It's
hospital,
not
but
true.
so we do not have any medicinal.
No,
use
you
of
can't
it.
have a particular, let's say, weed alone. Doctor will prescribe. You might have some medication that have a bit of them.
So
in
they
it.
want to
So the weed is
more
not actually
high.
for just smoking too. Make we no forget. Sometimes you go feel cook drink right?
So bolo.
You don't understand. So sometimes you know before smoking, it be the use of
Then
Okay.
lost too. They have sobolo weed.
Oh
Bro,
no.
me not crying coming to you down.
Power with you. Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I mean, if you dey use be for just smoking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's this
obviously.
medicine in my field. It's called petidine.
Okay.
You only need a doctor's prescription to get it, and it's so nice. Forget red. You take it. Even we health professionals, some take it and they still it.
Yeah.
There's this guy we sacked from
So,
the
yeah.
workplace, and that was what
He
he was
still-
doing. He steals it and put it in his cupboard.
What's the
And
name?
Petidine.
Oh, yeah.
He injects his whole like his
Me
his
patch
body.
your body, my mom
No,
koshi.
that's
Yeah,
yeah.
we're paying for more. We're great.
And then we're
Yeah,
hospital
Ghana.
pay.
Yeah, hospital.
And
And
you
also
want
when
to
you're doctor prescription. Yeah, Ghana.
Ghana, they
Over
always
Ghana,
carry
Ghana,
out.
their prescription, they have their ways, bro. They have their ways.
Them. Omu be ye video
Boy,
actually.
yeah.
When okay.
So that was it. So the health professionals themselves, it's
Then
so
they
nice. It
cite,
makes you sleep. You don't think, man, no pain, whatever. So when we give continuously to the patient, like 3 days, 4 days. So if you stop, then they'll be like in the night around, hey, I don't know about woman.
Sure, I need
Maybe
that.
what's me now?
I need
So
that.
So do you know what we do? We just
Uh.
take just normal IV fluids,
IV
the
fluid,
normal
yeah.
different placebo. And when I'm there, one no.
What that no.
It is mind
It's
expert.
true,
So
yeah.
not only the cause, but it's the mind too.
Mindset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mindset actually plays a role.
It's
Yeah.
the mind.
Yeah,
It's the way you manipulate the mind.
Yeah.
It's true. But I mean, we're having a conversation obviously about these things. And we've talked about social media. But I think the social media thing we need to dive in. We need to dive in here very well. Right? It's not just the fact that it's not just our celebs. Right now, I know FDA has been able to regulate the alcohol thing.
Yeah.
But that one, there's still a conversation about time
Yeah,
because
yeah, it's
know,
in court, yeah.
So, with regards to social media itself, apart from our role models like artists and stuff like that,
Yeah.
what other things do we believe, and answer Holics, do you believe increases, our people mentality when it has to do with using of the drugs? How does social media basically influence the whole thing?
Me,
Aside of when our role models and the celebs and stuff like that.
yeah, some of the musicians, like, okay, the musicians are part of our role models, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Right now, if you open Snapchat, your regular friends,
Yeah,
things.
I mean, they are not celebrities, but
Yes.
then they are still on
What they'll
social
be
media.
showing you these people on TikTok. I don't want to classify them, but
Junkie.
if you come on TikTok and they almost so you see, so it be right now a 10 lifestyle. It not be even just about celebs.
And even when I open my social media, mostly they give me gym styles and content.
Yeah.
You could see most of them use steroids. Steroids do are drugs.
Yeah.
They will
Wow.
abuse it. You see, who say be a body, steroids. It takes other chemicals and all. You should dive into all these things.
Drugs.
Yeah, because it's not just the most popular one is weed, because right now boys and they offer hand.
Right now, even some of the boys they feel like you have to take in weed or something before you can create content.
That one too, it depends on their mentality.
The mentality. Before they will be sexually active.
I know there are more research about that one.
So that's the thing. It plays a role anyway. To me, you feel say.
Oh no, there's a study. That one, there's a study. I've read the study.
Yeah,
So
not even
marijuana
with that one. Not even with that one. I'm just trying to say.
Yeah,
I mean, why do you think?
Especially
why do you feel like boys they
women.
use that more? Why they feel like
serious,
girls they
Holics.
feel talk say me boy no shinty na me penny more?
That
there's
one.
a study.
No, you've not heard that one
No,
before.
seriously,
That
there's a
one-
study. Doctors did a study.
No,
Me,
you're not
I-
saying it doesn't do
Me,
the
I know a
purpose.
lot of girls with them boys the, but then the boys no dey try.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
this matter?
You are opening
That-
keys.
That
You
you
know
know
me.
they
So the person sometimes just getting body. But
Because
some
me, I know
people
say if
they
you
use
get your
that-
body there, they won't sleep or
Either-
something.
okay,
Because you go
okay,
fit
yeah.
your body, then the girl dey there, then you bed.
You go bed left.
bro, I don't make you tell me this, because me this thing I need explanation for. Please help me too.
Okay.
Is we really a drag?
Me,
Do you
even
mean a
after
drag
one
as in
sip, then
drag?
say the
I'm
drag.
talking about marijuana. I'm talking about
Is it a drag?
is
There
it
is no-
really is it like a drug? Is it a drug that when you are that is not worth abusing or abusing in either way?
So the overuse of everything is bad.
That's the thing.
So
The fact
But
that
that
no,
is
the
it.
fact that
no,
it
but
makes
it's
you
way
change
not
your
bad
mentality.
actually. Like it's
and
not
everything.
the overusing it or something. Is weed a drug? Is that what you're asking? Is weed
I'm-
a drug?
just basically the use of it.
Mm.
Like right now we are talking about drug, but the reason I'm asking that is because when we were growing up and
Yeah.
we saw anybody and our parents, like when we were young and we were growing up,
Yeah.
once we are having a mental breakdown or whatever, or having a psychic situation,
Yeah.
in the lack of better term,
Yeah.
in trim the cast of bodam,
Where you kakra.
where you,
Mm.
if it is straight inside it detox that the
Yeah,
mindset
we in
is
the
saying,
nine
"Obi
side.
we nine
Yeah.
side."
I
Yeah.
think
Obi a waye basa basa bia na say anybody who
You-
is
you dey
around
talk
you,
first.
even if it's
Washi
attitude
we,
no
yeah.
First, no
problem.
mushibuka. It's a foreigner, but.
Ah.
Oh, but you know where I'm going with
Yeah,
So,
I know where you're
it- so
getting
is the
at.
Bukada.
No, I don't go talk to you, but yeah, once you book at the book,
I think weed is
Yeah.
a drug. Anything that distorts the brain or
Yeah.
anything, paralyzes, okay, it takes away the pain or whatever it is. But it doesn't go directly into the brain and whatever. But we take weed, increase dopamine, other hormones, and makes you feel euphoria. And
What is-
also,
What is the actual negative effect of taking weed?
so as I said, if it increases dopamine, like it detaches you from reality.
Reality.
That is a
True.
problem.
Hyperactive.
So much of everything is so bad. Obi ane body metabolism.
Yeah.
Obi befa be okay.
Yeah.
You see befa na tia faso. That is it.
But a while ago, I was having similar discussion with a friend of mine, and he pointed out something. He said that people who get mental episodes from taking weed, especially because that's what's prevalent among the youth.
Yeah.
It's usually those people who elapse after taking it are people who actually have pre-existing conditions. Isn't it something that is worth looking into?
So prayers, what would you that
Maybe
be?
it might be an existing condition that the person might not even be aware of that. So it's more or less like after taking it, it kind of pushes whatever is already inside you. That's what it
Yeah.
actually kind of magnifies it.
But I don't know if you guys have noticed this. People who take weed are very smart. And those who
Yeah,
have
but-
had episodes of
Back in the day,
They think they are very smart.
no, I've related.
They're actually
with them.
very
They are
okay.
very smart.
Okay, to an extent,
And
some of
most-
them are smart.
Most
Some
that take
people-
it are already smart.
Yes.
bro.
That one is fine.
Okay.
But
It's
Okay.
that's what I'm
after
talking about.
Okay.
you
magnification.
feel like
smart boys.
you feel like you are smart.
Bro, the person
Oh,
smart.
sometimes-
He's
no,
smart.
but-
Sometimes you go feel they watch somebody where you figure is smart because he's high. They watch out this guy.
Sometimes-
Why what did they figure? The figure say,
Well,
oh, it
that-
happen. I say I get friends, you know.
Yeah, then they
so-
high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I still
But they
don't
feel like-
understand when they take it, they speak big English and
So we
Slow.
draw no.
Say yeah,
Yeah.
he
Me-
want to put himself in that position. Say,
Yeah.
Charlie, I do more be.
And yes, someone not in the whole show. He don't be the putting body for there. Bro, he did there actually. Yeah. So you lose touch with reality, right?
Mhm.
That's the thing. You know
But do
they
you really
there.
think you lose touch with reality?
You'll
To
be
an
floating.
extent,
You'll
bro.
be floating. Last me mine, I was floating.
Bruh.
Just see stars and I just
Because
wanted
I
to
think
sleep.
I also believe that, well, this is based on opinions that I've gathered from my
All right,
friends, right?
all right,
And
sure.
then some of the things that they've told me.
Yeah.
It looks like
And I said, what I idea?
this is not my experiment.
Okay.
This is somebody else's experiment
Sure.
and experience.
Okay.
It looks like you think better or better. And I say you're able to think deeper when you take weed. Me, I'm yet, the reason I'm asking the question is, I'm yet for anybody to really tell me one negative effect, apart from the fact that you are smoking and it's bad for your lungs,
or
it's bad
something.
for your heart. One particular negative effect
As
of
we
taking
said,
the- of
it
taking
detaches
weed.
you from reality.
But if it detaches me,
Mhm.
That one, they be you know your problem.
what am I doing that with that reality?
Reality self, what did they get
Everybody-
from
Because if it detaches me and I'm asleep.
See,
You log out with
Because I
that.
hear say you dey chop, if you take like you dey
Yeah,
chop.
some-
But you then use your experiment,
But
you go
you
deep,
can see
because
the scenario you
Yeah.
give right now, it be equal to what now they talk say. Some people feel like if they hide, then go feel create content
yeah.
beyond human imagination, but bro, and one now better.
But
They will try, they will
sometimes the fact that he's taking that to take the content or to shoot the content, based on the fact performance based. That he wants to seem funny, he wants to seem more.
No, you know they
active and all
understand.
that.
So you know when the gym like this,
Yeah.
before you go to there's something they call pre-workout.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Not that you can't work out, but the pre-workout energizes you more, makes you do much the energy.
Yeah,
Well, how
yeah,
you get the energy, you don't even know where.
yeah.
So I think that is how the we thing goes about. So people then rely on it.
They motivate you. They give you
You get it. It
inspiration.
gives you some energy. You think.
So, right now, I'm
But
still
I feel
waiting
like
for the
if it
negative
comes
follow.
to energy safe, you know, be weird.
Because normally, if you smoke, you don't relax.
yes, you be slow motion.
Energy
some-
as in thinking, reasoning.
Okay, sure.
okay.
Yeah, I know people who when they smoke, they can write.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
It
nice. They
magnifies
can
your
write.
creativity.
I feel
yeah.
like they
Yeah.
can write already.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
the
but it's there.
mentality.
It's there, but it's improves. I don't know. It highlights.
So that's the thing. Like you are actually motivated to do what you want to do, right?
Because you are high.
And not open our dream also. What you are doing is what like
Yeah,
you
but
have
more dream
insights
say,
on.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm still waiting for you
For
guys
the
to tell me
negative
the
side.
negative side.
Don't worry.
We don't know. We don't try
don't
here
know, but
before,
just
so
say, but
yeah.
right now, how they
Me
do
for
it?
the negative side is
I didn't know because,
they are okay. Like,
Mentality.
yeah, people who I know, few people I know that smoke. I'm mask.
And they say yo. Say yo, it's not negative. Say
Oh,
yo.
that be na man, who never man.
And Timon Bray.
Yeah.
They like sometimes
But-
they
but
feel lazy, say
the
go
boys wey me
go
I
out,
know.
go search
Yeah,
woman.
like how
Yeah,
is
so
happiness?
make woman come.
Some of the people where I know that they take that thing, they're killers. So.
You they sure?
They are killers.
You they sure? Cause me I actually
Yeah,
they relate
very-
to him.
Yeah.
Like I actually know.
They are very reserved.
But jealousy, you
Why?
dey relate to
No,
am.
no, because they relate. They
You
relate
just
to. I'm
know.
like no.
You know
And they
you
mean
know.
say like I actually know what she they try to talk
Yeah.
about.
They are
Say
very
they don't-
reserved.
yeah, bro. I calm. Like you understand. Unless the people then they do extra things at the week.
True.
You understand? Yeah. Some people go add grabber,
No, please.
hot grabber, or they judge be what a
Capuchiers.
capucheers, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So that one, I don't know the high they give you.
And the
but
social media thing. Last time I was going through TikTok and I saw gummies. Now they've done it in
Yeah.
gummies.
Oh, when are they sell
Like
it?
toffee,
Yeah.
like
Oh, Charlie. Popcorn.
hey, like serious.
popcorn. You go chop somebody in food chop right
Right now,
now.
they know if you go chop somebody. in
You
food
know
shop.
that's that.
Oh, I get popcorn for there. You go chop.
Deal
Eesh.
was.
Charlie, we've been getting into. We did talk about weed right now,
Yeah.
but I think of late, we did social media, we did see red. Red be something where you can miss. If I don't even know what that
What's
red
that?
I've not even
Actually,
seen some before.
Yeah.
Because if we know they are there, we will be able to. Because I don't know if the drug is some peritin or mixed with something we they call them or maybe
Right.
some.
I think it's a tablet they put in water or something.
and
like
then
that.
it
turns red.
melts
Yeah, the
and
last
then
time I
turns
saw
red.
it was in a Vena bottle. Water and it's red.
They sell at the pharmacy.
I think yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
So,
the only
so they
problem.
actually
I'm not sure
prescriptions
that's
to that actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure. I they sure say if another person go buy them for like in purpose, like then for sell to them, like it gets in purpose. The drug gets in purpose. You understand?
The doctors and stuff, they are doing it. They have friends that do it. So imagine
Yeah,
you're a
that's
doctor, you're my friend. Oh, Charlie.
You go plug me.
The white powder thing.
Yeah.
Right?
The
How
seed.
do people move? How do people get there? How do people get to the point whereby even maybe the powder thing itself does not
No,
even
they
get them high
high.
enough?
Yeah.
Because I learned some people even the shoe glue they inhale
sniff
it,
it.
Bro,
they sniff it to get high.
maca, writing maca. People they sniff on.
Bro, me a creative director. I go shoot some video, we give some guy. I not go mention his name, right? Then we they shoot that thing. Then the guy, the way he act, it carry shoot, then they smell and they take pen. They
Bro.
they write, they like see we they want bleed.
They what? They write in tank.
Yeah, they take pen like I said, what they want to catch him as so then they scrap them.
That why they give them high or what?
Then they you see the shoe in tank,
they
he they lick am.
But why you no buy super?
In Muff come on.
Why you don't go buy super?
I don't know, my bro.
Maybe
So
Muff
like,
come.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to understand them. Like, why and how? I don't know.
How does it get there?
Like how does
Yeah.
it get there?
So me, I dey feel like you go like get something more to what they do. So if, for instance, if I dey do cigarettes and then cigarettes they hire me again, I would like try something where go hire me better. So sometimes I go go weed. I will continue go see the white powder. I don't know. Then they go the drugs, they go. It's actually be what you will like feel. Once you day on something for a long time, you will like get another experience of another thing. You understand?
So in my field of I'll use gym as a relation. So there's something they call progressive overload. You don't stay on the same way throughout. The next time you come, you increase to get to a threshold. So I think even antibiotics, when we take it, or even malaria, the reason why they tell us that test before you use it, so that the body doesn't grow a resistant, or the parasite doesn't grow a resistant to it. Antibiotics too, they tell you have to be sure before you take it, because the body can grow a resistance to it. I think that's the same to taking drugs. Now the body gets used to it. It doesn't really hire you to the extent you want it. So you want more. Your desire and yearn for more makes you want to try other things. To the extent it gets them to steal, to buy. It's crazy.
I will use our everyday life. You see, if you go to school, you start from class 1, you go to class 2.
The graduate.
They're
also because I don't think that is pertinent to every single person.
Somebody goes
Right.
turn up straight up, go start cocaine.
Not that.
Okay,
Like
sure.
getting a certain high and you decide to go for more high because your current high is not high anymore, right? It's not for everybody. Like be everybody way. So assuming you get more way they take weed. Probably he's been taking weed for
some
15
time.
years, but he hasn't gone amount to say, okay, I'm going to take X, I'm going to take.
And so that one,
Those people, they don't take it daily.
Yes.
Once a while they take it.
They are not
If
addicts.
it's something you are doing every day,
Back to
come on,
back.
you just
move
have
to your next level.
But I know a friend of mine who has been on it for quite a long time, but hasn't gone above that.
So
I
that's
think
the thing.
it's the mind thing.
Yeah.
He has limited himself to that.
Yeah,
If
true.
you are responsible and you have a limit to whatever you do, I think you are good to go.
Self-control.
But
Yeah.
I also think it comes back to me. I feel if I think that's basically addiction. Once you want to get more high, that's where you become like
Addicted,
really
yeah.
addicted, right?
Yeah.
Because there are people who are able to, so like you said, control that they can decide, okay, they've been smoking for a while, Charlie, I need some time off, go stay off like a month or two, and then come back, right? But there are also people, like I said, they want a certain high.
Yeah.
They want to
So-
always upgrade the high. But
Yeah,
I think if it gets it, that's basically addiction.
Yeah.
So actually, they feel like be all the time will be addiction. Sometimes it be the mindset. Because if I know see the white powder no good, like everybody knows it before anybody go start go smoke. I know just say go ask somebody say we are now we go tell you say yeah or something. Like we all know say
Oh,
get
Even the cigarette, they've written the kill.
yeah you don't understand. You don't understand. So you actually did like that, but it's the mindset.
But cigarette is very addictive than weed. That is the funny thing.
Okay.
To stop cigarettes is so
It's
hard.
very, very hard.
Very
Yeah.
hard to. It's very, very addictive.
Okay.
And when they come like this, it's a process. I quite remember one patient came to our place to do a surgery. He's at the psychiatric hospital. They are for substance abuse. He's trying to restrain from it. So I quite remember the doctor drove all the way. His psychiatric doctor drove all the way to the hospital to give him a cigarette. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
You can't just withdraw them like that.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Yeah.
So if it's 6, maybe next 3 days you are getting to
keep
5.
reducing
So
it,
you
yeah.
stop. It's so hard. But weed is not really like that.
Addictive
You want
like
to stop,
that.
you just want to stop unless the
Really?
desire. Yeah, weed. I feel
You can stop that easy.
people do stop.
Unless
Wow.
unless it's an addiction. That's what I'm
But let's not forget the environment and people we keep around.
Yeah,
All
that's
this
that.
count.
See, I dey feel like the thing it be very close to you. It dey on our disposal. anywhere you go pass for this Ghana right now, if you don't want help, you just for find some guy man as can say,
Charlie,
he's
Ready available.
but yeah, when this reminds
And
me, I used to
then for legalize them, they go make money.
I used to
A friend of
have
mine was-
dreads on
Yeah,
dreads.
yeah.
Oh god. Anywhere I go and I see this guy man, they'll be like, oh Charlie, I guess
Let you pass.
I'll be like, oh, I'll be cool.
So a friend
Yeah.
of mine was like, when he moves to a new area, the first thing he looks for is a gym, second a plug.
Okay. Plug number.
Plug.
Yeah.
Plug.
That being said,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think like initially I was relating something to back in the day when we were growing up that we see somebody, they go talk say, you see that's it, the person is mad
Yeah.
or the person is criminal because they are she.
Yeah.
What do we have? Does the use of drugs have any contribution to criminal activities in this country?
Okay.
Does it correlate? Is there any correlation to that?
I think initially I said it detaches you from reality. And I think it makes you feel emotionless.
Yeah.
You don't care. You can just do anything to anybody. You don't even care about their feelings.
Yeah.
So when it gets to there, then it affects the third party, or let me
Mm.
say the second party.
Mm.
That is when harm comes inside.
Yeah.
That is when people want to commit outrageous crimes.
Yeah.
That is what people want to murder people and all that. So I think from that medical aspect, yeah.
It'd be true.
Okay, so for me, I also the thing say, you know, get coin if you buy stuff. If you get them to how you go do, I'm gonna be so beyond my because when you say wait now the kwakoye there no lie. So what you go do? You go try go steal or something, you go try go do something, just get the coin. But again, somebody will be criminal already. No be the drug way go make you can wait.
But somebody,
It's not partially
no,
true.
drug
That
will
one
fit
thing.
make the person.
Yes,
Based
not
on your
partially.
example,
Yeah,
maybe you know
yeah,
the
that's why I
criminal,
say
but
then
now no, you
again.
not get money again, you
The
go buy.
edge and the
Yeah,
desire,
Yeah,
Yes.
but then
So if you go
again,
still,
if you be criminal, you be criminal. Like
everybody be criminal,
Yes.
but in a different way.
okay, so but no be the drag way inside town. Oh no, open na dia koye that. Oh no, we na be count no the higher story
So when you go to Accra, those pickpockets and all those, if you
Yeah.
take 10 people, you see that 9 of them are doing drugs.
Yeah.
They need the money to do drugs. They need the
Yeah.
money to buy whatever they want to buy and
Yeah.
feel good.
this
Yeah.
crack.
And you see them, you could see from their physical features, oh, this person's a drug
yeah,
addict.
yeah.
So
It's
it
very
really
sad.
contributes to
Should
all those things.
drug users or drug addicts be treated as criminals?
Not at all.
Should they be treated as criminals?
No.
Not at all.
People they wear suits, they go office job, they come
Fully
they
criminal.
smoke, but they're not the.
Our government officials, most of
Oh,
them.
Biana, but be there.
I'm-
Yeah, they're name drop in your pill. You pay name drop.
People they smoke, them be decent, more decent. Then they
Yeah.
eat well, then they train.
Yeah, because you know,
healthy.
say you they smoke, you they worry your body.
You see.
If a chop enter, make you go feel some place.
Good.
That be that.
The thing is, everybody and how they react towards it. As I said,
Yeah.
everybody and their body metabolism. Someone might take and be so calm and reserved.
Mm.
Like they act so nice.
Yeah.
Others too, they
Yes,
are
no.
rugged. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking. I was saying that
Yeah.
sometimes it comes back to your mental fortitude,
Well-
like individually how your mental situation is like.
Yeah.
Right, relating it back, how does that affect our mental, our the way we behave mentally?
Drugs.
Right, yeah, drugs.
Okay.
The way we behave mentally.
Mm.
For instance, we are talking about depression and anxiety.
Mm.
Okay, and you even give example that it doesn't kind of wipe it away because right after it comes back.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of people are depressed, especially the young people. Bro,
Everybody,
Charlie, what you don't
bro.
get it. Everybody is trying to hustle.
Frustration
Everybody is
day.
trying to make money.
Yeah.
Right now, high cost of living. The living in
Yeah.
Accra is so high, especially. So we are all trying to find our way. Majority of the time, Charlie, things are not good
Mm.
for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right. And people battling with the fact that they are not able to even make some ends meet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It puts them in a certain state mentally.
Mm.
True.
How do we, I just want us to see if there's any type of advice that we can give in that particular instance? And medically, I want to even know, how does drug use even affect the person's mental state?
Okay, so as I said previously, the number one thing is it touches you from reality. If you are not in reality, what else? You can't. The world is real. You are real. I can
Yeah.
touch you. You can touch me. So why are you detaching from reality? You have to be in reality to achieve your goals.
Yeah.
Your determined aspirations you've put, whatever. Okay, unemployment. You don't have money. Think. Does that solve it? No, it doesn't. So you want to tolerate, sorry, you want to like destroy yourself more using drugs. It doesn't still solve the issue. So aside detaching from reality, the stigmatization, it will not make you look nice. You see them mostly, they come with dark lips. Some your skin even spoils your skin. The smoking, it spoils your skin. You see them, you know that this person smokes. You get it? So they start treating you like a criminal. That is when stigmatization comes inside and all that. So these two things will definitely worry with your mental health.
There's
Yeah,
been a lot of, let's just talk about like drug abusers, right? A lot of these days, you see on social media, people who are like behaving like they are zombies.
Yeah, what?
Then then just they go like that, right? I think it's becoming quite rampant.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was there, but because of social media, it's been, elaborated
Yeah.
more because we see it every day.
Yeah.
Are we at the point where it's becoming an epidemic,
Scary.
right?
Well,
And is it a time that we basically need some type of intervention from the government? I'm all saying this to say that how do we help people who abuse drugs? How do we help some of our brothers, some of our sisters, some of our colleagues, some of our friends that we know that are even distant, that we might not have heard of them for a while? Then you are walking through the street and you see them dozing or acting like a zombie.
okay, so can I go ahead?
Yeah, you can come in.
So I dey feel like no be all the time the person where they use the drug be junkie. Make I use the word junkie. Somebody get money, everything they go for them, they use the drugs anyway. They go on for them. Right now, we they see what the junkies they do. Like if it's just the junkies them alone we they see. I don't know if you get me.
But somebody could be in suit and still be a junkie.
Yeah,
Say?
sure.
Somebody could be in suit, dress properly, and could still be a junkie.
And but like everything they go on for them, like
Yeah,
it be
because
okay.
they are rich, it covers everything.
I don't know if you understand.
At the back.
Yeah.
Okay, we are talking about the ones in the street anyway. So.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. If your
Because
state,
the
if your
reason
current, okay,
The reason
done.
I'm asking, okay,
Yeah.
you can.
If your current state is actually okay for you, you know, they say, me no my enemy say. I mean, everybody has some kind conscience to an extent.
But that's what addiction does. So when himself was say, but when
At the end out
You
there.
can't- I think there's a part of us we can't take hold of.
Exactly.
You,
I think all they need
sometimes
is hope. You talk to them.
hey, talking.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Try.
Try. It starts from home. You can't just poof to the government. Like, a starting fee.
Yeah.
Feel we can hear the new attitude be home for sure kojo
Yeah.
there's that you
Yeah.
feel hopeless, but if you speak hope into the person,
the person might.
yeah, they might bounce. Sometimes, let me put it in a spiritual way. Sometimes you'll be there, hey, what's me now? You won't buy a chill. Everybody has that conscience there.
Yeah.
Sometimes what to me in jail,
You can't save yourself.
you are doing it. Sometimes some people need third person to tell them, hey, you're wrong. You sit down, you analyze, true. But there are some people, they are self-conscious. Like, and you're on train moving in the country. So it depends.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
There's the reason I'm saying that there might be people who are watching us who are struggling, right?
Yeah.
Abusing drugs, they really, really want to stop, right? But they do not have the mental capacity
to
and the
handle
strength
it.
to
Yeah.
even do. Probably this person has or is comfortable or when you see that he's trying to stop because if you say at this point baby. There are some people who are even using drugs that are sick, like terminal illness, but they can't even stop, and it's not helping, right?
And they want to stop.
they want to stop, but you see,
so stop,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you want to stop.
It's not easy. You're
It's
still
not
get
easy.
there.
But
It's
what
an
do
addiction.
you do right now?
It's an addiction.
It's not
It's
there.
an addiction. And
Yeah.
sometimes,
Get there.
most of the time, too, I think there's also not a lot of education on that side
Yeah.
when it has to
Exactly.
do with these things.
Yeah.
Because nobody tells the person who is in the street, who is the drug addict and a
What
drug
to do.
abuser, or for lack of better term, a junkie,
Junkie, yeah.
that you have a conviction for you to stop.
Mm.
Your mindset is that I want to stop, but you can't stop. But nobody is there to educate you and tell you that in order for you to stop, it needs to be a gradual process. You can't just decide to just go off one day and say, I've stopped.
You be good.
Because you are going to endure some withdrawal symptoms or some withdrawal things that is going to basically push you back in.
Yeah.
So personally, I think there's not enough education on that side.
Yeah. I think that one is based on the government to help us do more on medias. As we are using the TikTok, the TVs, radio, we should educate people more on it.
Yeah.
Talk to your friends. Hey, I have friends that smoke. I tell them, see, yeah, the way by me hospital, saying it's a smoke or liver, this or then
So
at
they all
that
tune
instant they
up,
get
man.
scared. Hey, me need
Yes,
forget them.
but
2
yeah.
days or that could be
Good. That's what I want to ask you, Puda. Do you
But
know
don't give
anyone who can stand on his or her feet say Mejai smoking?
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah.
There are people who have stopped like
Maybe
12 years. They are not smoking again.
Deep down in their hearts, they have not stopped. Forget. If you're moving one,
But you
they
know
can
that
never.
anybody who has been through that,
Yeah.
it's also a potential. It's also
Yeah.
potential to fall back.
Yeah, that's
back.
the thing. Yeah.
And it happens every day. It
Yeah.
happens everywhere.
So Obejai, complete.
It's
They
just
are
like
for-
sin.
No.
Exactly.
You can't stop sinning, no.
No. He's
you
trying to
can't,
say there's a
but-
possibility the person will come
Will
back
fall
to
back.
it. Like
Yeah.
back
It's
to
an addiction.
smoking.
Addiction, that's how it is. There
Yeah.
are people who are nymphomaniacs. There are people who are maniacs.
Some people
There are
can say they've
who are
stopped smoking
drunkards.
for a year,
Mm.
but we will forget.
Oh,
Ban
no.
move 5 minutes. So bet me yes, I once spare.
But
Once
then I
you
make sure
split
say
with
that's why I'm
Chairman,
saying
yeah.
that once you are somebody who has been an addict before
Yeah.
and you've been able to move away,
Yeah.
it's usually you can get triggered again.
Yeah, so
yeah.
you
It
should check
happens.
your
Like he's trying
environment.
to confirm
Exactly.
your statement.
Yeah.
Right.
It can come back, you can fall
Yeah,
back on it again.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just have to put some measures in place so that you cannot fall. Sometimes even how do you call it? Even grief. Right?
True.
You've been off for it for a while, and all of a sudden somebody
The
very near
triggers,
to you goes on, and then you want something to kill the pain because the pain is so much.
Yeah,
You might fall
yeah.
back on it.
Yeah, true.
You get it. So personally, like I said, I don't think there's enough education on this side, especially
sure.
on the street level.
We just have to pray for them. That's
Bro,
all.
Charlie,
we
prayer
know
no
about
go fit
pray.
do not
See what
see.
But
you
if
were
we
even
pray, you know,
saying
the likes
now.
say go
Can you
Sean.
stop?
We
You
will
never
never
even
stop.
broken
We are
the
not.
person's
We are
soul.
not. We are not praying for the person to stop. Should learn how to control it. Like
Oh no.
But you know, determination
Oh,
is stronger than prayer.
True.
Okay,
If you are determined to stop something,
you will
see,
stop.
if the devil is at
thank
the
you.
other way, the other 79 ways.
And so that one to use determination to pass
Yeah.
the other way. Prayer
Though
too can
it's
also
the-
break it.
Prayer, yeah.
Prayer can help.
It can help, but
Me-
you first.
Yeah, that one day is you. The whole smoking thing, I feel like it's mentality.
But it's not even just smoking self at this point.
Yeah,
It's the
I
pills.
The pills, the things.
That you see, American music, they be talking about Percocet every single time. Somebody
Make we no forget syrup too.
They do syrup.
Benadryl, then
Those
things.
times,
Yeah,
like when they hold in cap like this, they say it be syrup day inside. They high am. Boys study do am. We boys they high.
That be what's bring the red caps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We dey buy.
I beg,
Right
water
now-
dey my own side. You don't even do it. When my camera dey, the water will not be me.
Yeah.
So like coming from that, right? Color
Hey, they say they go add color to my water. If
Say
you
the
just
third,
water, I beg you guys.
Right. So I'm basically saying this to say that there has to be some type of intervention for the
Okay.
youth.
So from
Yeah,
where?
you bet me at Naha. So I'm coming. I'll throw it to everybody.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, bet now. At least we are throwing more light or sharing
Okay, sure.
our ideas on this type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure saying in our high, we might have colleagues, friends, somebody that we know
Yeah.
that is going through this process.
Hmm.
We might have not had the time to speak to them because, like you said, stigmatization. It because no quite feel it the way if you see him or her, you are going to judge him. So their own man won't change.
Yeah.
What are some of the things as individuals? Because it will have to start from us before the government will decide to even come in.
True.
Right? Unless say it's causing a major
epidemic,
then as some catastrophe before they will do something about it. But we know that we have people that we love, people that are close to us, our friends, our family, like I said. And I believe that if we have to seize any type of change, because most of them, I'm actually positive that most of them, they really want to stop.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But they do not have the means to, the strength to.
It is sad.
So what part as individuals like us, for those who are watching us, those who are young people like us, you are a go-getter, you are doing your own thing, you're creating content, making people happy every day and stuff like that. You're also doing your own content, you're also advising and teaching people on fitness and everything. My bro today here, they do PayPal and
active.
What be PayPal?
What your mother go send you money from abroad to the fires.
Okay. So we are all kind of
okay. That means businessman. You did trade.
Correct business.
As you know, my best send you scarf abroad. And maybe I'll move to me in Jia.
So nobody paper payments, no amount.
So they make them convenient to you.
What's your tax?
What's your tax? Send me the mini company.
On my 1 month for So, like I was saying, what are some of the advices that we can give? Some of the things that we can say as motivation, as encouragement to the person who's watching us.
Sure.
Or go through all these things that do not have anybody to even intercede for. I'm hoping that whatever we might say here, me at least change one person's mind.
Yeah.
They get it. And maybe that's where it will start from. So let's go. Is there anything?
I think the first thing is we shouldn't give up on them. It could be you, but it's not you, it's them.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Keep on motivating them. Let them know they can come out of it.
Yeah.
It's not a sickness. They can come out of it by determination. They are really determined. You are there for them. They don't want to be in that, but they don't have the mental capacity to bring them. So that is why we are there. That is why we are loved ones. That is why we are friends. Help them. They can't do it alone.
By themselves. Holics.
Okay, so I want to tell them that whatever the situation is, they should be calm. It's not easy to stop. I know it's not easy, but it's process and mentality. So you just calm down. Like if no matter what you're going through, some people start smoking because maybe their parents passed out, some because of broken hearts. But see, life still goes on. If someone dies today, if tomorrow you are supposed to go to work, you will go.
Yeah, true.
Despite the person. So you just calm down. May I do for you if you feel bored. You forgo my page, Holics.
Watch your content.
Holics. Laugh small. Yeah. If anything they worry, just text me. I will reply. I reply DMs.
Sure.
So yeah. I did for you.
I will send my DM.
Oh no.
PayPal available. Okay, sure.
Your man there will say more.
So I would like tell them, see, bro, baby girl, what did they go through? Somebody go through them already. The reason they do the pills, they do the hair, they do. See, calm down, Ojugba. You understand? Like somebody go through before. Sometimes the person come out from
Yeah.
You understand? So you can go through and come out successful.
Yeah.
I mean, we know they hate on you. Yeah. We understand you. They understand what they go through, but just calm down then. If you start, they reduce them. If you be first, they take 3 right now. If you start, they take 1.
Small.
I want to add up. You can also get yourself involved in other activities.
Yeah.
Basketball, football. Come to the gym. We are there. We are full of broken people.
Hey.
Depressed. Oh yes. People are there heartbreak.
When I get broken heart, I go gym. Right now, I get broken heart.
You see some nice girl.
The gym I go.
See some nice guy.
I mean, I've been single.
You don't make you
I can gym
don't
on
work
10
level
o'clock.
mind.
I just go and see. So
Yeah.
gym is a safe space. You can come to the gym or whatever. It's not a one-day thing, but you can stop it. You should. We can't really help that much if you don't help yourself.
True.
We are
It's
there
true.
for you.
Nice one.
We got
But
you
I
all.
think there's something that you also said that caught my attention. You said that it's not a disease. And I think that's something that I feel like people has misinterpreted for a while. That drug addiction itself is not a disease.
A disease,
It's not an illness. And there are people based on the fact that they are using the drugs. Some of the people that are close to them might have talked to them on Monty and the other day. It told my culture, so oh, then they are. And then it sticks, right?
Yeah.
It sticks. That's why even people will take people to spiritual places for Mpaeboni and the other day.
And then we see me in Jaya.
But this, this whole thing, personally, I believe, and then with the confirmation of our sister here, could I testify? Say it's purely mental thing. I think it's something that you need to be able to gather the courage to work to stop, right? And it basically starts from you. If you don't make that or have that conviction that you want to stop, you can't.
There's no way you can stop.
So it basically starts from you, right? Liz was also saying that you should try and also engage yourself in other activities.
Keep yourself busy.
Keep yourself
Your environment too.
The environment that you seek. And I think that sometimes too you can do your own research and get some kind of education from even that's if you are really, really determined that you want to stop. You can go online. Obviously you might have a phone. So on to phone of control red. Before you go Google, you type in how to stop using drugs. Education, there's something that might stand out for you to just take that and apply, and that'll be all. Charlie, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Thank you, Holics. Bro. Why you need
Yeah.
So this is all what we do here on the Bros. We have in-depth conversation on some of our societal issues. Like we said, we touch on fashion, we touch on lifestyle and entertainment. And most of the time, the things that we talk is directly in relation to the youth and the young adults that we have here. Charlie, it's been always... Charlie, you didn't mention your socials. That's very, very, very important. So I want you to, sign up for us with your socials and all that.
Okay, so ladies first.
Oh, okay. I do Monty on TikTok and then Kunedu Montana on Instagram.
Kunedu Montana,
Tony Montana.
And Kiki Montana.
One of the hardest. I'm not talking. Tony Montana, like
Tony Montana, ni Kiki Montana.
But
Kiki Montana ni Ghana for
But you were Tony Montana and Casano ye then.
Tony Montana was a musician.
He was a musician.
Tony Montana was an actor. Was a musician.
It was a movie, but it was a true life story, something like that. I think Pablo Escobar, them are something like that. So the Montana.
Cartel thing.
Cartel. So okay.
It relates to like to an extent.
Obviously.
Okay.
Before Team Deep. Before Team Deep.
More. 5,000 USD.
What you say?
Plug number.
Oh wow.
Okay. So _HOLICS _Holics on all social media platforms. Snapchat is official Holics.
Alright, so on Instagram, I be J-Dashin, JAY.DASHIN. On TikTok, Snap J-Dashin. I mean, boys, no for Juma, bro. Has a as in like
anyway, that's where we sign off for today's episode on the Bros. Follow us on our socials at the Bros _official on TikTok. You have to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can have all the juice and all the videos that we drop on a daily basis. It's your boy Chris. You can also follow me on Instagram at Film God Pictures, on TikTok at Film God Pictures. As always, stay safe and be safe.